today we have a special guest with us today, Mr. Rossetti. He has 2 children in our school, and he's going to give you a nice presentation and tell you a little about his Guinness World Record. His name is in a book here. You're going to see it in a minute.
Hey, everybody! Hi! We can do better than that. Hey, everybody! Hi! That's more like it. That's more like it. So, first of all, thank you to Ms. Tiezi and Mrs. Roldan for making this possible, and for St. Rita's for allowing me to share my story. But today is not about me. Today is about all of you. My goal is to inspire you to develop the mindset to achieve your dreams and goals. Or, for the younger children, to be the best you can be when you grow up. Okay, so I have 2 movies I'm going to show you first. A 9-minute movie and a 2-minute movie to set the stage, and then I'll talk you through the stories.
like you're nice guys. And I tell you what, you're the kind of guys going for something, and the kind of guys I would root for.
World tennis record is smashed. Twins in Shelton, Connecticut volleyed 14 hours and 31 minutes, breaking the Guinness World Record, raising money for 4 different charities. Besides sheer determination, they say twin power will get them through.
You have to really be a team that is inseparable bond.
And despite 25,944 strokes of cramp
don't make a mistake. And luckily, we didn't. So those are the two little movies, but let me tell you a little bit about the makings of the story. So one thing to keep in mind is pay attention to some of the details, because at the end, I'm going to ask questions, and I have prizes. I have little wristbands, and I also have autographed tennis balls. So if you get the question correct, you will get a prize. So, first thing is, you want to break down the word goals into each of its letters. And each letter stands for something important. So when you're trying to achieve your dream and you're trying to reach your goals, the first letter, G, stands for grand. It needs to be something big, something that gets you up early in the morning without pressing snooze. Something that gets you up in the morning without your parents waking you up. Something that's really exciting for you, your passion or your purpose. One thing you might want to do is create a dream board and put pictures of where you want to be, where you want to go, who you want to be like, who do you want to become. Put those pictures on this dream board, put it in your bedroom, above your bed. And then that way, every night when you go to bed, you think about your dream. And every morning when you wake up, you go get it. You are confronted with your dream again. So G stands for grand. O, optimistic. The most important thing you can do is believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself that you can do it, that will help develop confidence that you can. So O stands for optimistic. Believe in yourself. A is achievable. Although you want to believe in yourself, you want to select a goal or dream that is achievable. Now, for me, for example, going to Mars wouldn't be possible because I have a wife, Pam, a daughter, Madison, and a son, Andy. Going to Mars is not possible for me. But maybe setting a world record with a sport that I'm pretty good at might be possible. And then sharing that story to inspire others. But also A stands for accountable. You want to get a possibility partner, someone that believes in you, a friend, a mentor, a teacher, a parent, a principal, a neighbor, someone that you can bounce ideas off of, someone that can help set you up to achieve your dream or goal. So that person will keep you accountable. And a little story about keeping yourself accountable is one time I wanted to get in shape. And so I decided that I wanted to run every morning at 5 a.m. And that's pretty early. So I talked to my twin brother Ettore, who you saw in the movies, and he said he would do it with me. But I also got someone that I didn't know that well. He was a good friend of mine, and my friend John. And I said, "You're into running. Would you run with me every morning at 5 a.m.? So he said yes. So every morning at 5 a.m., without fail, my alarm would go off, and I wouldn't want to go running. But in my mind, I said, I have two people waiting for me there. I don't want to not show up because they got out of bed and they're going to be waiting for me. But if it was just myself, if I didn't have an accountability partner who believed in me, then I could press snooze and then just get up for the school bus. So A is also for accountable. And then the L and the S in goals stand for long-term and short-term. The first step is you want to have a dream that's big, that's grand, but you also want to break it down into small pieces, and those are called goals. The goals are your GPS to your dreams, or for the little kids, the goals are the roadmap to your dreams, okay? So that's long-term and short-term goals. So when my twin brother and I were training to set the record last August 8th, there was some short-term goals that I knew I needed to accomplish. So my wife said to me, Angelo, you got to get in shape. You're not in shape. So I decided to lose 20 pounds in 40 days. And then we decided that we wanted to try different methods of rallying. So we rallied for an hour without missing to see what that would be like. And we tried different types of rallies, so we're able to accomplish that. We tried to rally from the baseline and rally from the net. We tried different options. So what I'm telling you there is you want to break your dream into small little goals, and then when you achieve those little goals, that gives you more confidence that then you can achieve your dream. So that goals, that word, you can always remember. If you break down the GOALNS, that is the secret to achieving your dreams and goals. So, a little bit about my background. So, I was born in Yale New Haven Hospital, and my parents happened to be in the back, and so my mom, Angelina, had twins. And it was at my grandfather's house, my grandfather, my mom's father, that we trained when we were 3 years old. That was playing table tennis. So table tennis is tennis on a small table. And my grandfather was a carpenter. And he built the ceiling on the Yale gym. He built the first house on Denslow Hill Road, right near where we live. And he also, most importantly, built a table tennis table for my brother and I. So he built that in the basement. We were about 3 years old at the time, and I have fond memories of going every Sunday after church to my grandfather's house, running down to the basement and playing table tennis with my twin brother Ettore. The problem was, the table was a little too high. So he cut the legs of the table, and he put us on milk crates, and we stood on the milk crates, and that's how we started to play table tennis. Not realizing that the skill it takes to swing a paddle and a tennis racket is basically the same skill. So really I was getting good at tennis without knowing it. And someday, I thought maybe I could be a tennis champion. Or maybe I could set a world record and be in one of the Guinness books. But I learned also from my grandfather early on that sportsmanship is much more important than winning. So I remember being in kindergarten at Putnam, and it was an Easter egg hunt. But instead of putting out and hiding Easter eggs, the teachers wrapped in aluminum foil rolls of 100 pennies, and they hid them throughout the yard. And so I had a plan. I said, I'm gonna run really